Hello everyone. So it was really highly requested that I do a tutorial on how I wrap my straight hair for bed at night to keep it looking so new. So I literally just got off work and took my hair out of the ponytail, and I like double ponytail it just so it can stay because my hair is so straight. So when I do that, it creates these little rubber band ends, and I have to get rid of my part usually because I wear a hat. So I'm gonna take you step by step on what I do, but if you are not coming from a ponytail or a hat, then you can just fast forward. So first thing I do is I comb it out, and at this point you would add in your argan oil or oil of choice, but I do that like every other day just to keep my hair from being so oily, and today is not the day today is not my day for my argan oil, so I'm going to skip that step. But as you can see, my hair is still just as shiny, and then if you want, you could just add it in the morning, and then from here I will decide where I want to wear my part the next day. I think I'm gonna do a middle part tomorrow. The way my sewing is set up, it's set up for a middle part, but the parting, it goes from here to here. It's wide enough for me to switch it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and find my part. Oh, this is my mirror, y'all. I have to look in here. But I pretty much do the part as straight as I can now, so that in the morning it won't be like difficult to do this. Okay, so this is what we're working with, and my sewing's old, so that's why you can see like where my bangs stop and where the weave starts. So normally I just wear it tucked behind my ears, but this is what we're going to do. So I have my flat iron heating up, and I do not flat iron it every night. I just do it on the nights that I work because it'll get the dents out, and it just kind of, you know, because I had to brush my part out for the hat, it just kind of makes everything look neater. So I just do a rough flat iron. I don't do like a detailed one with sections. No, because remember, this is bed, and you're gonna end up straightening your hair in the morning anyways to make it look polished, so you don't have to do too much tonight. But if you do more at night, you won't have to do too much in the morning, if you get what I'm saying. So I'm gonna just run the flat iron mostly through my weave. And I can't find my paddle brush, so I'm using this comb, but of course you'd use a paddle brush. And then the top here, I'm very careful with how I do this because I don't like to over flat iron my hair. But once I have my part, I kind of just go along the part and get the hair that's right next to the part. So all of this other hair I'm not going to touch. I might flat iron that in the morning, but as far as night goes, no. And the reason why I'm doing it like this is so that the part can come out crisp. You see how I'm just really just hitting the root where the part is? It's basically like the top layer of my real hair. And again, I do this so that in the morning it's less work. So I'm getting a bristle brush and I'm smoothing everything out to lay nice and flat. And it just already looks a whole lot better already. So the next step is optional, but I definitely do it just because it just looks better to me. But you can either use edge control or gel. I do not have any more edge control, so therefore I'm going to use gel. However, if I did have my Cream of Nature Argan Oil Edge Control, I would definitely be using that. Okay, so I'm using classic black gel, and I go light with this because in the morning, of course, you're gonna touch it up some, but this just keeps everything in place, so I use like that much, and I just go down the sides. And no, this doesn't break my edges off. I still clearly, y'all see, still got all my edges. Then I follow up with my bristle brush just to, as you can see, I don't know if y'all see, but everything is just laying so flat. So I have two headscarves. I use one that's like an actual scarf, and one that's like a bonnet. But my bonnet has drawstrings, so it does never freaking comes out in my sleep. But first thing I do is I put my hair in a loose ponytail right here. And it's loose because it's not going to stay. And then you would tie your scarf into a triangle. My scarf is already a triangle, so I can skip that step. But what you do is you lay this part, the top part of the triangle, at the top. And this is going to hold down, it's going to keep your part in place. It's going to keep any flyaways from coming. It's going to keep your edges down, and it's just better than just using a bonnet. So then I'm going to tie that down the back. At this point, I can undo that ponytail, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a ponytail, but that's just the easiest way to keep my hair out of the way. So now you're left with your hair in the back. So what you do is you divide, let me turn around. You divide it in half like this. So my scarf has like netting in it, and this works in my favor because bobby pins can go through it. So I would suggest either getting a really thin scarf or a scarf with netting. And I take it and go from behind like this, and I bring it all the way around my head. And it goes pretty far because his hair is long. And I use like 2 bobby pins just to keep that in place. And what this is going to do is just keep my hair from being balled up like this in a bonnet. Because in the morning when you take it out, it's going to come out looking all types of crazy. So if you do it like this, it won't. It'll come out being straight. So make sure you comb it out too. Go this way. So all I'm left with is the tail of my scarf, and that is okay if it gets balled up in the bonnet because, you know, don't care about that. So at this point, if you have a regular bonnet, put the regular bonnet on and you're done. I have a drawstring bonnet. I actually have a regular one as well. The regular one is easier to put on, but the drawstring one is better because it does not come off because of the drawstring, and it was just like $3 at the beauty supply store. So all I'm doing is I'm tucking in the rest of that scarf, and I'm pulling my drawstrings. And then I'm going to tie them up in the front. And because these drawstrings are kind of long, I have to bobby pin them down too. Because I don't like them in my face. So that's basically how I wrap my straight hair at night. And because of the drawstring bonnet and because of the 2 headscarves, it stays on all night. My edges are usually pretty flat in the mornings because of the way I tie down my headscarf. And I do not take this off at all until I'm out the shower and everything, so the steam can't mess it up or anything. So if you guys like this video, do not forget to thumbs up. Also, do not forget to comment and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.